Please show us the starting cutscene. I want to see the Mango Titan.
Gonna show the
Oh gosh, here we go.
We get another death to the counter.
This Titan is actually a famous one too.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
well
man.
I don't remember him in lore, but he's a well-known Vanguard Titan.
Yep.
And he is now dismembered in one with his ship.
All attempts to funnel.
He was a true captain. He went down with his ship.
Hello.
Hey, descendants. Oh man, the poor Titan.
Oh, you don't sound too good.
Oh.
Get to bed.
Yeah.
Oh?
Season of Redacted.
Oh?
Season of Redacted.
Burn up a lot.
Oh.
Okay, so in VC call, I'm going to put the references that were given to Shez, so everyone has an a reason, well, of why Seb and I have been laughing our asses off.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh.
Oh.
Dental for our commander.
Hello, Egypt.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's a trailer!
Music. You ready? Dad, are you ready?
Oh.
Are they doing reactions from all the way back at D1? Oh.
Yep.
Shez, you need to move.
Battle stations. Alright, game over. Credits. God.
You're covering the reactions.
Holy crap.
About time we go to the moon.
Is that a darkest ship behind Okora?
So happy, Eric.
It's me!
Are your
Salvation.
Wait.
The line between light and dark is so very thin. Let's cross it together.
Holy crap. This got me feeling things.
Hello, old friend.
これはマジで鳥肌立ちました。
Oh my god.
Alright, put the popcorn down, y'all.
It's us again!
There she is. No Shez.
What is he doing? No way.
Oh my god, was?
Alright,
Here we go,
so there,
boys!
that's the first
Okay,
image. And this is what Seb did a rendering of, and that's why Seb and I can't breathe.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like
Hey,
many of
it's
you, I've been
Joe!
playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us.
Lilith, thank you.
Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning into halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into
I
this
remember the
world,
live action
and
trailers
together
they did.
meet new faces on this adventure.
Loki kind of missed those.
Lifelong companions.
Mm.
Now, together, we approach the final shape. We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be difficult.
Hey, yo,
And
we
what
going in?
awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world, a vacuum-sealed experience begging
that
for
PlayStation
you
boots,
to be
or
the
was that
first
the Moon
person
boots?
to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
Oh. Oh.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back. Why you were chosen.
Oh my god.
What?
What
It's the
the?
fucking tower.
The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling. But I know now. After all we've seen,
Is
all we've lost,
What the
What?
fuck?
this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you, one last time, to rise.
Also, I'm loving all these.
Oh,
What?
oh, what?
oh,
Hey yo?
What?
We get
the-
to wield the battle axe?
This is a
What the
momentous
fuck was
time
that trailer?
in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion.
I do
to
really like the
that
armor, though.
journey. This is a moment in
I don't.
gaming that as
Yeah,
a
I like
developer
it.
just don't get very often.
I like the
Guardians
appearance
and
of
allies
past
are
six
fighting the
pack
biggest
armor
threat
too.
that the universe has ever seen.
We had
in this big culmination of the light and
Witch
darkness
Queen
saga.
Warlock, and we had the Neomuna Titan.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by ghosts at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
I'm getting
If we're going
Thanos
to defeat
vibes.
the witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of Oblivion.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest
want the old
scale.
tower back.
What I find
There
really
you have it.
interesting
Yep.
is that it's also a very personal
Just a
journey,
little bit overgrown.
where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known
I
for
hope
so
that's our
long.
landing
Zavala,
spot.
Ikora, our ghost, get to reconnect
will
with
be.
Cayde-6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
I think there was an Iron Banner Hunter too at that campfire.
Yeah, there was. The one from the cutscene that we saw.
In the final shape, we're going through the
Gameplay.
portal that the witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable, and we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange, it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The witness entered well ahead of any guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
Yeah.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
Getting Revelation vibes, like
One
on
of the
Spring
most
Map.
memorable locales from
Just
this
was that it?
is the D1 tower.
That was a giant ghost.
It's really a labor
Yeah, I
of
saw
love
that.
from the
Covered in
Destiny team.
grass.
I'm so
The final
excited
fight
to
means
see
so
the
much to
D1
everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place
like
of
that new gun
safety
that they're showing off.
and feel it escalate
like
into
the design.
danger.
There's a beach and
in
oh god, not anymore.
surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a guardian. You feel alone. You
You're in
feel
Minecraft?
like you
Oh,
are
whoa.
not the force to be reckoned with that you have been.
That kind of reminded me of like
You're not the God Slayer right
one of the
now. You're
final
just this
missions of
little person
Ragnarok.
jumping
God of
from
War.
these
Just a
massive
wall.
pieces to massive pieces.
Oh, that's creepy.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the witness keeps throwing everything it has
Goddamn
at you.
hats.
And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the subjugators.
Oh?
Subjugators are the new
Hey, yo.
unit you're going to be facing.
Oh, there's
in
a
the final
mini
shape.
rogue.
They have an enhanced power set.
They
They're
seem to
performing
be-
stasis powers and strand
Oh, they're
powers
different.
to face the
Oh,
guardian.
they've got different
In support
designs!
That's
of all the other enemies
cool.
you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this element of control.
They're back there pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing
Oh great,
crystals
scary
at you,
Tormentus.
freezing you in
Oh
place,
boy.
tangling
I
you up.
hope they're not public event tied and they just freely roam.
We're
Please.
focusing you on
I want to be
the campaign.
fucked
and
up
knowing
out of
that
nowhere for
it's
no
the most
fucking
important
reason.
thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cayde.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
Kind of like what they did with the Dreaming
The
City. every
campaign
3
in the
weeks.
final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are
Oh,
where
what the heck?
you defeat like the big bosses. So
Rip
it's only
that
natural
war beast
that
and whatever it
when
got
you are
combined
going
with.
to confront the witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all
Witness is gonna be
guardians
the raid
to be
boss.
able to overcome the final shape.
Yep,
and
that's
the
the raid.
witness.
If we're getting 4 seasons, it's the start of a new
In the
story.
final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have
It's gonna
new
talk
supers,
about
Arc,
abilities.
Solar, Void.
We want to create.
Oh, he does the
something
Titan
that turns you
sounds,
into
doesn't
an
he?
offensive powerhouse,
New supers.
but also can benefit your allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds. The Warlock Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar
Oh, we're
Warlock
getting new
Super is a
supers.
callback to Radiance from D1.
Yeah.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other
Hey,
Are they
yo.
bringing back
super in
Radiance?
Destiny
Res-
right now. Your
Are they bringing
melee's
back the Res Warlocks?
like all these
Yeah,
projectiles
Radiance.
going off, doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade
Probably not revive,
almost
though.
being
But-
sentient as it
Hang on,
surges
hang
off
on.
and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing
actually looks
with
sick,
this
though.
energy
I might
that
actually
you're
use a different
also
solar
giving
super.
it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons.
Other than well.
supercharged, apply
Oh,
Scorch when you
super
It
shoot.
transfers?
The new Solar Warlock aspect.
It
When I
gives
cast
solar
my
weapon
Rift,
Scorch.
it is going to create this little solar soul that when it
Soul
sees an
soul!
enemy, it
Of
launches
course there's a
turns
soul.
itself out and
We
hits
now
the
have
enemy and
one of
explodes
everybody.
and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Warlocks have all 3 children.
Twilight
They have all 5.
Arsenal. It's a
Your
layered
solo buddies, the red
super.
leads.
This is the only
Stasis
ranged
turrets,
one-off
Arc
offensive
buddies.
super for Titans in the game.
Void
The
boys.
Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void
But
axe,
technically
throws
for,
it, summons another one, throws it,
Strand.
summons
Hey,
another
yo!
one,
Oh, you can
and
throw
then
the
throws
axe.
it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe
a-
sticks
You can pick it up.
around.
Oh!
And you and
Yeah.
your allies can go and pick up
Everyone
the axe
can
and start
run with an
wailing on
axe!
enemies
Let's
with it.
go!
insane to me.
The Void Titan.
I'm going back
aspect,
to
I
Void,
press
baby,
and
let's
hold
go!
my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then
That's
I can release that,
new
and it creates this
fucking
blast that
aspect?
deals
What the
massive
fuck?
damage.
The Hunter Arc Super.
Void Titan's
It's
getting
all
a
about finding the shortest
huge
distance
fuck.
between two
Yo,
points.
I'm going back to my roots.
Takes this knife and throws it across the world, and then is able to blink to its position.
Oh.
with a flash that just decimates anyone
That's
nearby.
cool.
One really great thing about that is not just you do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks.
That's
each
giving me
time you do
massive
it.
Dishonored
The
vibes.
Hunter has an aspect. We take
Oh,
our
it's gonna be
staff,
brutal,
we curl it in the
dude,
air, which
okay.
propels us upward. It creates this burst, which
Oh,
amplifies you.
God,
and any
VP.
allies.
Helicopter,
It makes you feel like
helicopter!
you're playing a fighting
Oh,
game
it gives
rather than these
amplified
combos that you're
too.
chaining together to do these
Oh,
different
yo.
moves. It like takes that sandbox to the next level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know, like that instantaneous, like
That was good, but I think it's more like
7 AM. Carry the same brain cell tonight.
I like it.
Okay, the new light
Weapons team
supers
has
are
been
looking
working
a
on
lot
all
of
sorts of
fun.
goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion
Whoa.
rifle. It has the really intriguing
I
property
think I'm still gonna
of
stay with
adapting
Glaive
your
getting blood,
guardian's
but
current
Axe
damage
game.
type.
This will be the
Why?
first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has
I was
the
gonna
additional
say.
property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile. It's a really special weapon.
What's the one specific
It's a
exotic that I
cool-looking
can make
weapon.
that's like really zany that
I
you would
like
like
it.
right now?
What if golden gun was a sniper rifle.
What if you could harness the might of the
Oh,
Traveler?
okay.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Traveler beam cutscene.
No one asks for that.
I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
No.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons.
Ayo!
Really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
Dragon's
We
breath.
have to bring Kvastov into the fold.
Ayo!
Red
It's
Death, exotic pulse
Kvastov!
rifle.
And Dragon's Breath.
What are they gonna do to Kvastov?
Burn it all.
Did they say Red Death?
In the
Yeah,
final sheet,
he's-
we have new
I-
weapon subfamilies
maybe?
coming, broadening what
No,
existing weapons
Kvastov.
can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms.
Stop giving
This
us sidearms,
fires
Punji.
tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit
It's a
of AoE
special
damage.
sidearm.
And
They
it's
have a
technically a
mixture
rocket
of
launcher
regular
because it shoots
weapon
fucking.
and rocket launcher
It
stats. We're also doing
Zooms
a
around
new
like
support
friggin'
weapon
what's his
subfamily.
name's
Support
weapon
frame
from
auto
fucking
rifle
Guardians of the
is
Galaxy.
a
What's his
type
name?
of legendary auto
Yeah.
rifle. It'll let
Yan-
you switch
fucking
seamlessly
Yandu
from
Zero?
firing
Yeah.
at enemies to healing your allies.
Ayo!
I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
I think they said it was a legendary too,
The
not
weapons team is
exotic.
always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of
Yeah,
new
it's
cool stuff
new
coming over the next
stuff,
few years,
like
and some new
subfamily.
and really wild
Or sub-
ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Frame.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna call it. New frame.
A helium, another
Take a load
luminol.
off. We've got a lot to cover.
Oh,
This
of
place
course.
is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so... I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug?
I mean, they've been advertising
Anyone want a hug?
Destiny 2 as an
Oh my
MMO
God.
from the beginning.
Get your rock off my mouth.
Maybe you won't.
We're doing it for the loot.
Well, better get back to it.
The new monarchy guardians in the background.
For the puppies.
In this moment where we're driving to the
No
Light and
reaction.
Darkness saga,
There
it's
will
great to see Cayde like return
no,
to
but-
the world
Statue of
at
Cayde's
this moment
final
with all this
stand. I
change
love it.
about.
I'm so mad I missed out on that collector's
longstanding
edition.
enemy, the Witness.
Cayde is the quintessential
Or think,
hunter.
wasn't a collector's
His
edition to me. I
presence
was like,
cast such a
I
long
just go to my
shadow
game
over
shop
the
and
story
order
of
it from
Destiny,
there.
whether it was
Yeah,
when
that-
he was alive or when he was dead.
It
What
was
Cayde
a
goes through
collector's
in
edition
this
order.
journey, how he
Oh,
serves
was
as a
it?
catalyst for the other characters.
Yeah,
the
that statue
events
was
that are
the
uncovered
collector's edition
to
for
have
Forsaken.
brought him back. This is how the story had
sold
to
it
end.
separately.
There was no end to the Light and Darkness
You're
saga.
not hearing-
that
you're
didn't
not
have
hearing
Cayde
the
here
fucking
alongside
West.
his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cayde's role as a guide. Cayde is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cayde is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back
he
in
gonna
the
be
role.
the
It felt
Pathfinder?
amazing to just see him slip
No.
back into the role like without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the
My
flesh.
favorite actors.
Metal, as it were.
Cayde's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cayde's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
Reuniting.
I'm here now.
Colonel has to see Cayde
Whatever
again.
the hell here is.
Kill something with a G. Oh.
Okay. I love the armor. It looks so cool. Oh, next season.
Guardian, the witness poses
Yep,
a
there's
dying
next. Oh.
threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with
Ooh,
her
worms.
sister,
That's all the worms are was breeding.
It rests with me.
She told me she sold them.
Do Do not be
Harry bought them.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
God.
Bring me your tithes.
What?
You now wield
Aaron,
my
she
magic
do.
and have entwined it with your light. Assault the
Does she have hive?
That's the dungeon.
and open the way to our tithes.
What?
What?
You
That
actually
looks
get
so
it
cool!
every
I can finally.
We can find books! Yes! Sorry.
They do whisper.
Oh no, not catch cards type of shit.
Every opponent you defeat strengthens me.
Uh-oh. Rocks in with sweet business.
Actually, I'm already not liking Eris being basically hive because
My bae!
kinda like just from a perspective, just from like war.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. With the Lord that I know.
Hang on,
that
wait for the trailer to finish, guys.
You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
That is a cool
Season of the Witch.
That's so cool.
Season of this goddamn
As
bitch
players,
again.
We've been annihilating and breaking hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find
Except it's probably Kilgorath, I'll be honest.
We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name.
Are they gonna revamp Pit?
If we fight her,
Or are we
she
just
only
gonna
gets
constantly be
stronger.
going into
Eris
Pit?
has an idea.
It feels like it's a three-man activity similar to deep
She
dives.
determines like, well,
Okay.
They're
using
fire.
Pit.
We
Reused
are
assets,
channeling
Reed.
all of
No,
that
Pit
energy
aesthetics.
that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing
I'm
to
Mimi.
our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We wanted to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards.
I'm looking
that
forward to the
creates
tarot
amazing
thing now.
synergies with your buildcraft meta and with
It is
quests and
tarot
activities.
cards, the
And
fucking
then
Roman
choose
numerals.
cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to
I'm
like,
looking
bring
forward
that
to
element
that.
into Destiny.
This is the
gameplay
first
has just
season
been
that
like,
is
oh,
after
chef's
the
kiss. It's really
feedback
fun.
from Blunder, I think.
Yeah, the first new vendor system.
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch.
Because when they
We've got
announced that they
Masters
were
of the Sword
reworking-
and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light.
There is
You're
no
there in order to
wish.
learn as
I
much
know
as
it's
you
a meme,
can
but
in order to become
Oh.
a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun.
Wait. Well, they're
The
basically
Altar of
telling us
Summonings
it's like
activity is really exciting because
Shadow
you can
Wizard
spend
money
like
game.
20 minutes in it, or you can spend 2
Hell
hours.
yeah.
Shut up,
It's a
Descendant.
3-player experience that you can
Descendant,
hop
what
in
are you
and hop
rocking?
out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the
Out of the
tithing
4.
bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more
vote
rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a
I
whole
vote
mess
fuck
of
you,
rewards.
Thunder Crash.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the exotic mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny love the most.
Seraph.
The most exciting thing, outside of just the
Presage.
missions themselves,
My
is that
baby.
every time we put a mission inside of that Rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Wait.
PvP?
This season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make
New
sure
PvP map in this economy?
a little bit more with the new Vex network
Shut
map.
up.
We really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey,
They
you're
said
shoulder to shoulder
every
more often.
exotic
There's
mission,
not as much
like
deep
goes
sight
since
lines
that
that you're
Rotator,
interacting with.
so
And a
it
lot of the
become
flow of the map
craftable.
is actually built
Yeah, so
around
then
this
main
like,
skeleton
one
and
pillar
messenger.
of the Vex network that you're
Guess what
orienting
exotic
around.
mission
And there's also
could
some
possibly
modes
go
to make
in
it, right?
there?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming.
0
that's
hour.
all about relics.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
about
0 hour.
using
0 hour.
relics. So it's not just one,
Which
like the
means
Scorch game
craftable
mode
outbreak.
from the past. So we've got
Whisper.
the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear.
Oh,
from
what?
Season of the
Mechanics in
Risen.
We got the scythe from
PvP? Get
Season
out.
Modded.
Yeah,
No,
so you're
that's
gonna be
the
reaping
that's the
Guardians
new
with that.
PvP
It's
game
a lot
on
more
Relics.
tactical gameplay.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's all
Still.
about running around the map,
Party mode.
claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty hypey this season, obviously. There's something in the air. And so when thinking about, like, what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very high...
No. You've got to be shitting me.
Crota.
My name Crota. My name Crota.
We fought Kelgoroth and Crota more than Tanix at this fucking point.
They have to have seriously fucking revamped this thing.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Like
To the
it's a
point
new-
where we walk in and we don't even recognize it. That's how much work they've had to have done to it. Oh no, it's the fucking same thing! Back in the building again!
Oh no, the exotic's gonna be that
Oh
heckin'.
no.
Necrocasm's back.
Necrocasm's back.
Oh,
But are we gonna
God.
talk about the armor?
Yeah, they brought back the armor.
Yeah, that's the.
Is that the ornament armor they brought back during Rise of Iron?
Yeah.
I hope so.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, I
It
would
is.
actually do that then.
Yeah, it's the Age of Triumph armor.
Oh?
I'm so...
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as
I'm
catch people
disappointed
up
with
on
that.
key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players. In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand.
They better have
also
made it so we
lowering
can't
the
strand
barrier to
grapple
entry.
across
It's going to make it easier
the
for
fucking
players
bridge
who
thing.
have not been
They're
able
probably
to
gonna
jump
put a
into the game
death
easily
wall
because they were held back by the
until the
challenges
bridge
in
is
grinding
active.
for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the
'Cause
major
otherwise
changes
people are
that's
just
gonna
gonna
be
fucking straight
happening
grapple.
starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain
Oh, this
way.
is the
Things
new
like
power thing they're
Nightfall
talking about.
strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you.
That means
So we're
like next
introducing
sheet,
something
hurrah.
that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait
Yeah,
until
the
you get a
one
certain power
D1
level.
raid I haven't
The
done.
person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other Guardian to join you in this high-level content.
When it's combined with Fireteam Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fireteam Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well, This is my playstyle. I'm really
Oh, so you
chill.
got the
and
latest
as
season.
I sweat, I'm just really here to have a good time.
Yeah, I just got the emblem.
Exactly.
Tags really allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with.
Nice.
So once a listing goes live,
Kinda
players
sad
will
it got
put into
delayed
a
by
listing lobby where players
a bit,
can
but like
gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible
looks
for
more
players
in-depth
to
than
not
last time I
just
shot
sit
it off.
and stare at
Yeah.
the screen for a
So
long time
I'm
while
okay
their
with
listing
it being
actually
delayed.
pops up.
As a gamer who's
because it looks a
typically
lot
more
better than
solo,
it did the
I'm
first time they
especially
showed
excited
it.
about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
I can still see it turning extremely toxic extremely quickly.
That I'm incredibly
I was about to
excited
say,
about is
hopefully the
Essentially what
toxic
we have
elitists
done
can
is we went
stay
back to
on the
previous expansions and
LFG.
pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
Yo, we get
The
to
neat thing about
temporarily
these
go back to
missions is they're
Forsaken.
not going to be like one-to-one
Hey,
for how you
yo.
experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really tied me for Final Shape is Cayde's last stand from Forsaken.
They're finally telling new light
This
players.
is a moment that a lot of
What the
players
fuck
in the world
happened?
are going to come back to Destiny. I think this
And
is
it's
just
not
the right
via
time to
videos,
introduce
like you
features that are
do the
gonna allow
missions.
those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of
It's
their
at least key point missions, and that's all
Yeah.
they need.
Yeah, that's really all they need.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called
They're still going to be called seasons, let's be
Revenant.
real here.
and Heresy.
Mm.
It's coming right
By the
after the final
community,
shape.
but
And the theme for
Yeah.
the year is going to be all about
But,
the
like,
consequences
in-game
and
driven.
aftermath of the final shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these
Ooh.
anchors for us
Oh.
to introduce new weapons,
Oh.
new artifact mods.
Hey,
new
yo.
activities.
This
There's gonna be
might
new missions around the
actually
core. There'll be new
be,
story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually
I'm
providing
actually tempted
more
to get
cinematic
deluxe.
style experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of.
Girl, that's illegal.
I'm so
You
excited
threw an
to see what the
overwarp
narrative
and
team
then
can do.
bombing into an overwarp.
Storytelling. Episodes provides this
So,
awesome foundation
I'm-
for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the
I'm
next
actually
stage of
tempted to-
Destiny 2.
like,
I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny
This
2 is
has
already in.
brought me
In
back,
many
I'll be
ways,
honest.
It's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Yeah, Seb's got a point. They haven't showed us an actual roadmap in years.
The fact that they brought out a roadmap fucking entices me even more.
We know that we were chosen for a reason. By something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead.
So
We
expensive,
are
the
the
fucking
final
ring.
line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan.
every warlock, every hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Oh wow.
I'm getting goosebumps on my arms.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Our breath is its end.
This time, there is no escape.
Thank you, H2O.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the Throne World as we learn
that's my
more
weekend
about
off.
the final shape and how
Well,
we
he
can
did
stop
say
it.
brutal, so
I know it's not there, but I keep opening Steam in the hope of seeing the Destiny update. I'll be honest, I haven't been excited in a while.
This music
After
though.
all these years, all we've lost. This fight
also with these new supers too,
might be
they like focus a lot more on the supers actually like benefiting others, like buffing and other people
like
use it.
Team effect.
one
Yeah.
last time.
I don't know how, but this music is brings so much nostalgia. I don't know how.
Oh, collector's edition, Radu.
Ooh. What's the collectible?
I'm gonna get that.
I've never
get
gotten the
sold at, like,
collector's edition.
5 minutes.
You are gonna do now because it's the last one.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really tried to work hard at thinking about
Are
10
you sure
years
you're
of
not getting it?
Destiny and how best to encapsulate
Can't afford it,
that
man.
experience.
Even after the game dev,
I can't
we've worked on
afford
this
it
from day
either,
one.
but I
Like, think
want it.
Having it
be the tower. It's super
If they
excited
just
for us
sold it
because
separately,
it's going to catalog
get
the
it,
journey
but-
of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now.
Yeah.
The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call
It's
home.
not the Eververse store,
You
nor
get
the
tower,
fucking
and then
vault.
there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors
Oh
that
my God.
accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic
Hey, yo,
locks
Cayde
and
kinda big.
sound effects and lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Imagine the tower being like the new social space. If they did bring like an actual social space again.
It's very clean.
No,
This look
I
like
think
a
that's
Star Wars poster.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a Star Wars poster.
It looks like any fucking recent action, quote unquote, action movie poster.
Alright.
True.
Post show,
Alright,
is that it?
thoughts.
Yeah, so you can like with Joe being there and like talking, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're doing the Saturday afternoon raid, right?
Yeah.
Yo!
I will try
I'm
and make it
hoping they
live
put a lot of work into
today.
Crota to bring it back.
I know. It's my weekend off next weekend, so I will be down for whatever time Saturday and Sunday, so.
I'm interested in seeing what the like catch-up missions are like.
Same. I'm definitely playing them at least once.
Oh, that's right. What's her name? I did her emotes. She's being one of the hosts.
You're gonna see the name soon.
I keep wanting to call her Muscle Mummy because that's her Twitter name.
Do you want me to still like stream this, by the way, or
Yeah. Yeah.
not like me for Vixen and
Oh,
I mean.
okay.
Yeah, it'd be appreciated.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll hold off on updating stuff if there are any updates.
So, Bungie said that you could pre-order now for Final Shape, but it's not yet on Steam. And I'm memeing, by the way. I'm not actually being nitpicky. I'm memeing.
Oh, there's a lineup for the Bungie store now?
Yeah. What time did they say was gonna drop? Like, is it your Sunday or your Saturday?
Or what?
Yeah, it was Saturday for
raid.
us.